Dani. How are you?
I'm cool. Yeah, absolutely.
Very good. How was Australia?
Australia was great. Thank you. You have to excuse me. I've been to the dentist, so I've got a bit of a swollen face. So I hope you're not recording the video.
No, no, no. Just audio. Don't worry. If you want
Cool.
if you want to turn off the camera, it's okay. No worries. It'll be fine.
That's all right.
Yeah. And so, how was the tour in Australia? Was successful?
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, literally sold out. We hadn't been there for five years because of the pandemic, and yeah, it was very it was a very swift tour. It was 8 days in total, 5 shows. 2 of those were travel there and back, so we had like half a day to do anything. By the time we got to the hotel, it was 5:30. So it was a bit of a whirlwind romance, but amazing.
Yeah.
Still recovering, really.
Well, I bet it's still, I'm not sure how you handle, those long travels. And, I know when I travel, to a different time zone, I'm always suffering after a week anyway. So,
Yeah. They're probably still suffering.
yeah.
I've been back a week and a half.
And you guys are playing Portugal in November, but you guys last year played at Milagre Metaleiro, the festival. How was the experience there?
Yeah, it was good. We had a great show. Very much enjoyed it. We always enjoy coming to Portugal. It's kind of exotic, you know. It's exotic as far as Europe goes.
Yeah. And, before we talk about the show in November, you guys put a teaser for October 22nd. This is going to air after the 22nd. So, but I know you probably cannot say much. New music on the way?
Yeah, it's our new video, new single, which is great. Great video, great song. Yeah, it's going to be the first of a few singles before the album drops at the end of March, beginning of April.
Very good. Are you guys looking forward for release the new album? Do you think fans will be surprised?
Well, the new music, I think they're going to love it. It's just part of the evolution of Cradle. I mean, people ask me to describe it, and it's very hard to describe it. It's, I'm not going to say, you know what, this is our cold lake. It's just the next evolutionary step for Cradle. It's got everything. There's a lot of things that hark back atmospherically and indeed musically in places to early Cradle stuff. But then there's a lot of very modern Cradle. It's got everything.
Yeah, it's still important for you to make music. I mean, you guys have a long career. You could probably just play an album from start to finish, do a tour celebrating that record, and fans would be happy. But it's still important for you to make new music, to challenge yourself in that sense.
I don't think it's about challenging ourselves. It's just finding an outlet for all this pent up emotion. We're not going to be stopping with this record. I mean, the reason this record and the last record were slightly delayed was obviously because we had that fucking great pandemic happen. We're actually writing new material now. We're trying to speed up the process. So we'll have a new record in 27, beginning of 27, if not sooner. But obviously they're events and they're supposed to be milestones as well. So it's very important not to overcook the pudding and do too much and dilute. And everything we do, we want to make it as good as possible. We don't release an album until we're happy with it. People are going to love the production on this record. The production is fucking amazing. And it's got everything. It's got some really catchy songs. It's got some really... Well, even the songs that are catchy have, like, really fucking heavy parts in them. And catchy doesn't necessarily mean not extreme.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's an extreme... It's another Cradle of Filth record, but it's more than just another Cradle of Filth record. It's another It's another milestone.
Yeah, and you're talking about, you were talking about that, and I was thinking sometimes people confuse that melody does not necessarily mean a good melody does not necessarily mean that you're selling out or being soft or anything.
No, you need melody. I mean, you need tunes.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it's just noise.
yeah,
There's plenty of noise on the record if
yeah.
people want noise.
And you were talking about the production of the album and for the tour, production wise, do you guys have anything special planned? You get any idea what fans might expect from the stage when you guys do the next tour?
Yeah. We've got a cool stage show. We've got a great new crew. Well, when I say great new crew, it's the same crew. A new lighting guy, and yeah, we've got great people around us. Great stage presence. Great set list. We're playing a new single, but we're going to be playing a wide selection of tunes from past, present, and in between. Yeah, it's going to be an event. We're not going to let people down. The tour itself. It's got a mixed variety of bands on it.
Yeah.
Black Satellite, Mental Cruelty, Butcher Babies, but it's Cradle, obviously. It's it's more an event than a concert, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah, and when I saw you guys at the festival, one thing that I was pleasantly surprised in a way was the light show. I'm a photographer. I like to take good pictures of bands. I like a good light, and sometimes when you have an extreme band, they tend to dim the lights, go all red. And with your show, it wasn't that. I mean, we could see everything. There was, it was great. And I think it's important for a band. You can be extreme, but you still can put a show that the eyes will be pleased as well. Not just the ears, but the eyes as well. And
Well, I think that's important with music in general. Obviously, yeah, the music, the thing you hear, is the most important thing. That's the whole point of it. But to visualize that through lyricism, artwork, videos, stage production, costumes. I think it's just a big part of what heavy metal is all about. It's an event, like I said. It's a production. It's cinematic.
yeah. And for me, it's important. I hate sometimes going to a show and seeing that the light guy is not putting any effort in the work.
I agree. I totally agree. Yeah.
And, by the order of the dragon, it's going to be like an European tour with a single coming out and new music on the way. What are the plans for 2025? Already planning another European run?
No, we're holding off Europe next year. We may do a few summer festivals, but I think for us, it's America and South America and some weird places we haven't played for a while. Maybe come back to Europe for a little bit. I'm not sure. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? It's all being formulated as we speak, and possibly supporting a bigger band. So I don't know where that will take us. That may be Europe, that may be America, in the latter half of the year. But we're writing our new record at the same time. When I say that writing, it's something that we do. It's not like, right, stop touring, writing.
Yeah.
Writing, stop writing, touring. It's an ongoing process. It's something born out of desire to do it, not necessity.
Yeah. And, we are at the time of the year where Halloween is just around the corner. Obviously, Cradle of Filth is, when we talk about Halloween, Cradle is there for all the imagery.
You're going to love the new single then. That's all I can say.
For you, you love horror movies for sure. At this time of the year, do you have a favorite movie, a recurrent movie that you like to watch?
More so music. I love soundtracks. A bit, yeah. I don't have time really because we're going out on tour. But I've been watching a lot of really good horror movies lately. Oddity, um, Last Voyage of Demeter. Um, shit, I've watched loads. I watched one with my daughter the other day, and I can't remember what it's called actually. Um, Saw the new Salem's Lot movie.
Yep.
Beetlejuice. Going to see Terrifier 3 with my friend on Monday. I just got to remember what the film is I just saw. It was cool. It was with James McAvoy in it.
Oh,
Speak No Evil.
Speak No Evil. Yep. Yeah, I need to watch that one. I want to watch that one.
That was fucking brilliant. Loved it. Yeah, no, I've seen there's loads of other films I've seen recently. Yeah, In a Violent Nature, Beaten to Death. That was brutal. I wouldn't recommend that to everybody. Yeah, even Ghostbusters Afterlife I really enjoyed. Late Night with the Devil was really good as well. Abigail.
Yeah,
etc., etc.
Yeah, and you talked about soundtracks. Soundtracks obviously is a very important part of a movie. What would be the perfect soundtrack for you if you have to pick? Now we're talking in the song department. If you have to pick 5 songs, let's say, let's not go over 5 songs, that would be a perfect Halloween soundtrack for you. Which one would you choose?
Oh God, that's really hard. I don't know. That's put me on the spot. I guess it would be something from Volchak Killia. So it'd be something from Ninth Gate, or Portrait of a Lady, sorry, or obviously Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah.
Something from Merciful Fate, something from Emperor, probably. Misfits would have to go in there just because it's got that kooky Halloween vibe to it. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
loads of stuff. I can't give you a top 5.
There are so many, and last but not least, Ed Sheeran. The collaboration, when can we have more news on that end? And if it's something that you would like to explore more as a musician, as a songwriter.
Well, yeah, we do have plans for another collaboration with another big artist coming soon. The Ed thing's going to come out when it comes out. We don't want it to overshadow the album. We have to work around his schedule as well. It's been recorded now 2 years. It's timeless. It's a great song. There was a big fuss about it coming out, and then we kind of shied away from it because we thought it was going to overshadow things we were doing.
Yeah.
And then it was going to overshadow something he was doing. So we just agreed to hold it back for a little while. Yeah, it's going to, I wouldn't say surprise. It might not surprise anybody, but it's not what people think.
Yeah.
Because it does sound like Ed Sheeran. It sounds like an Ed Sheeran song, but at the same time, it also sounds like a Cradle of Filth song. And it has a blast beat in it. So it's no Shape of You, put it that way.
It's not something that you hear the girls and boys sing along on the bus or anything, or maybe they will.
Well, maybe they will. It's very catchy. I mean, he's singing on it, I'm singing on it, but it's also brutal.
Yeah. And do you enjoy that experience working with someone from I know he likes, some heavy stuff, but obviously he's known for being a pop artist. It was a good experience for you to explore with a different style of music, working with a guy that does a different kind of music. Was that good?
Yeah. I'm all for doing strange collaborations. I've done plenty of them. I've done Bring Me the Horizon, Twisted, Motionless in White, obviously the Ed Sheeran thing, the next collaboration, which is going to be equally bizarre. Yeah, no, I really enjoy it. 69 Eyes, I did one with them as well. Um, no, I like the juxtaposition, the marriage of opposites.
Yeah, I think it's great, and you know, I remember growing up, you know, as a kid with 15, 16 years old, I was all for metal, and you know, nothing else would be tolerable other than heavy metal. Now that I'm close to 50, I can tolerate anything. You know?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I listen to all kinds of things, but it's usually dark stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily heavy metal.
Yeah, very good. All right, Danny, thank you very much for your time. All the best
Yeah,
for
sorry if I've been drooling throughout this, but
I know the feeling, you know, and I hate going to the dentist, and I'm avoiding going to the dentist.
really, I love it. I absolutely love it. Can't you tell?
You know, well, every anything that has a needle for me, and that came with age, for me, it's horrible. If I see a needle going through the arm or something, I just fall flat on my back. You know, it just.
I had to inject my girlfriend in a bum yesterday because she's having stuff. She's got a broken ankle, and she has to inject herself each day to stop the swelling. But she can't do her stomach anymore because it hurts. So I had to jab it in her bum yesterday, which was both entertaining and also a little bit cringy.
Yeah, I know someone who had to do that to King Diamond prior to a show. He was going to play, but he was sick and he needed an injection. And
oh yeah, vitamin B12 injection. I've had that in my bum.
Anyway,
it really works.
Yeah. And it did work because he played the show later that day, and it was amazing. It was many, many years ago. Anyway, Danny, thank you very much for your time. All the best for the upcoming tour. I'll see you in Lisbon on November 24th. Yeah,
absolutely, yeah.
And I'm looking forward for the new music, as always, from you guys. So, you know, open mind to see what you guys are going to bring this time around. It's always the best way.
22nd this month, 2 weeks. 2 weeks yesterday.
Yeah. All right. Danny, thank you very much. And I'll see you in Lisbon in November. All right. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.
Cheerio. Bye.